Okay, we're here. Caffeine Overdose 21.
21, really?
Yeah.
Yes.
Was it just the two of you guys at first? Or did you have guests off the rip? Every episode has a guest?
I wasn't even on the
Oh,
podcast
shit.
for the first 8 episodes.
Okay.
Yeah, we had an Arab correspondent as Brett's
He's off
fill-in.
in Palestine fighting the good fight.
Yeah,
right
he
now.
actually had to head out over there. So the first 7 episodes.
Like, I know you guys, but I don't know you guys well enough, so I don't know when you guys are trolling or not.
no. This is 100% fact.
No,
So
no, that was real. It
So
really
why
was.
did you kick Yusef off your podcast?
No, Yusef's been on the podcast.
Oh, yeah, dude. Shout out Yusef.
We wanted Yusef on the podcast, and we were like, yo, he's going to be, like, mad crazy and racist and stuff. and then he was just, like,
brought
really
none of that.
philosophical.
Yes, and was like worried about me. Was like, you don't have to be so angry. It's okay.
He's turned a corner, dude. When I first, he was like angry, and I was angry funny, and it's definitely out of all. I mean, I know you haven't been in the scene for like 5 years ago. Watching Yusef was like not scary, but you're like, what the fuck is this guy gonna?
He was doing even more of that, like the Jews, the gays.
No, now he's got like now it's just you see it and you're like, oh, that's Yusef. Before it was
Right.
like, who's this guy? He ran like he's made his like he's found his voice. Whereas
Very
before
good.
you're just like, yo,
Very
who
charming.
the fuck? Yeah, he started working out.
So
I'm just
we're-
saying that so he doesn't fight me.
No,
man.
that's-
Just
yeah,
in case he
he's
listens.
in
He
good
does
shape.
listen.
Does he? Okay,
He
good,
does,
dude.
and
Shout out.
He's in great shape.
Yeah.
So Caffeine Overdose
One of our most
21.
loyal listeners.
Fuck yeah.
We're here with Joe Polizzotti. Very good, very amazing comedian. We just came from a show last night that
Yes.
Joe hosted. Had a great time. Monty Mason.
We did.
Kicked
Monty
some
was
ass.
great last night.
Joe kicked some ass.
Everybody was really good
Dude,
last night.
shout out Brian Vallone, Kate Lawler, Colin
First time ever
Siracusa.
seeing or meeting Brian Vallone. He was great.
So funny, dude.
We're like 2 minutes in, and Joe is
shouted out the entire scene, dude.
I was gonna say you're the first person to reject the glasses, and that's okay.
Oh, I cannot
No,
do- you know what it is?
We need a
No,
rebel.
we
That's
need-
fine.
No, you know what it
We
is.
need
so,
a heel.
So the reason I was sitting in my car when you were to get the coffee is because I got to run to my hockey league. It's a roller hockey league. I'm a huge fucking loser. I got a roller hockey league game
I'm
in a little
bowling
bit.
league.
Sure.
Roller hockey's way cooler.
But I
than bowling.
always wear glasses, and I had to put contacts in because I can't play hockey in contacts. But my contacts are like 3 years expired because I
Yeah.
don't wear contacts. So I have these like terrible contacts, and they hurt like shit, so I can't see anyway. So the glasses are kind of fucking me up. But we'll rock it for the pod.
Would you ever do LASIK?
No,
My
no.
brother
Even,
had to do it.
What about
actually.
Delarusso LASIK for
Nah,
laser vision?
nah.
work.
Even if it was like 99%, I just
My brother
laser
like,
to the eye type
his,
shit.
His
Then
eyes were so bad that like they're like you can't do this because if you lose your glasses or a contact, you can't see so badly. Like we can't even hire you. You have to have LASIK, Gross.
Whoa.
what did you? Was
He's
he
a
like
cop.
a pie? Okay,
Yeah.
Well,
So
your brother's a cop.
Well, yeah, he's like a detective. He does like the sex.
I don't know. why I
crimes
said it like
unit.
that. Like I was. Like,
He's basically Ice-T, as
Yeah,
you
Okay.
my
do,
brother is Ice-T in SVU.
essentially.
I don't, you have one brother or two brothers?
One brother.
What was
okay.
the backup plan? Comedy or architect?
You lost me. Sorry. The glasses are killing me.
Yeah, I love how you bullied him into putting them back on.
Hey,
I
this
love
is
that.
We have one format.
So you
Damn
know how
it.
Clark
No,
Kent,
no, it's
like
fine.
Clark
You're
Kent,
good, you're
fucking
good.
does one thing and he turns Superman. I put these glasses on, I become retarded.
I'm surprised we
Like,
made
I
it this
just-
many episodes. I can't believe we even got Tim Rager to wear them for an
I
hour.
didn't think Tim was gonna put them on.
Hell
for
no, I
not
didn't think
1
that.
minute. I didn't think.
All right, we're
As
gonna-
soon as like some real comedians come on, they're like, "What the hell is with
Yeah.
the
What
glasses?
is this
Yeah,
gimmick?
What is
dude?
this
We've
stupid
had 2
glasses
real
thing?"
comedians on in a row now. Like,
Yeah,
I smoked a blunt with you guys at 2 a.m. last night. What are we doing? why are we playing dress up?
I know you.
No, so what? Yeah, no.
me and a
Yo,
cop.
you feel free to take them off.
So what was the architect question?
So
Sorry.
what was the backup plan, if there was ever a backup plan? Comedy or chef, maybe?
So I've had some cool jobs in my life, but no, I've always wanted to do comedy from the day, like literally the day before I went to college. I told my parents and my girlfriend at the time, separate conversation, but same words basically. And it's like, I don't really want to go to college. I want to do stand-up comedy. And they're like, what are you talking about? And I showed them I'd been writing jokes or whatever. And they're like, you have a joke book? And I was like, yeah. And they're like, that's sick. But, you know, we paid your first semester, so you got to go to college. And I went to Penn State for like
Whoa.
10 weeks. And then I just started doing comedy and should have looked back. You guys, I did a show at the fucking Boulevard last night. It's not as cool as it seems all the time, but I have done some cool shit that I'm proud of. So I'm not like,
But a little birdie told me that you did comedy in 22 states.
yeah.
this guy has
Cities,
done real comedy.
cities.
Right.
Like
So I don't know
on
about
tour.
states. I've been around though.
Well, you were the bird. Actually.
I was the bird. Yeah. Yeah.
This guy's performing with some of the greats.
I know. I want to hear
Yeah,
the
dude.
Louis little backstory
I
too.
love Louis too.
You know?
He's a hero.
Because that's like a really cool
as
thing.
a fat kid, I love that cartoon, Life with Louis. I love that.
Yeah, because if you go onto your Instagram, that's like one of the
yeah.
eye catchers, right?
I guess that's what's so funny is I always check other people's Instagrams, but I never check my own because I'm always, you know what I mean? If I see something that's going to make me cringe, I'm just going to like leave it there or whatever. You know what I mean? I'd rather just not delete a reel that I hate. So I don't realize that's there. But I guess, yeah, he was like a mentor, dude. I got to meet him when I was young and doing stand-up. So this was like the one story I was hoping to not have to tell. No, I'm only fucking. No, that's awesome, dude. I'm glad people care because normal people are like, dude, who cares? He died. Yeah, no, that's awesome,
He was a
dude.
hero of mine.
So I told my parents I wanted to do comedy or whatever, and I was home, dropped out of college, had no idea what to do, and I was obsessed with this certain comedian. I was like, when I started watching comedy, it was Comedy Central half-hour specials all the time. There was like a top 100 list, best 100 specials of the year, and the guy that I was obsessed with won. He was the #1 comedian, which was crazy because it wasn't rigged, but like Jeff Dunham was coming out with a new special right then, so it was basically like alluding to like the #1 comedian Jeff Dunham, and then here's his new special. But Jeff Dunham ended up finishing second because this guy like really rallied and like he did like this cool thing where I guess he was one of the first promoters on like MySpace. He's like, if you vote for me on Comedy Central, I'll leave you like a personalized 15-second message. And he had a massive fan base, and I became one of those fans. And I thought when you're young, I'm 19, I want to do comedy. When you're not on the road all the time, you're teaching comedy. I thought that's what it was. So I'm like, oh my God, this guy is teaching comedy. I want to go take his class. And it just so happened that Louis was a part of that class. And I remember being like, I fucking hate this guy. Who's this guy? You know what I mean? And he, again, I remember watching him on Family Feud when I was younger, being like, this guy sucks. Like, he's mumbling. I remember just not liking him. And it was just a total 180. Like, it went from being like, I met the guy that I was really like wanting to meet, and I fucking hate that guy now. Like, he's just, I'm not going to name him, but he's just like, it was such a douche. Like, never meet your heroes type thing. And Louis, like, the exact opposite. Like, he had just messaged me one time randomly and was like, hey, like, what are you doing? I know you're in Jersey. Like, you want to open for me in Harrisburg. He knew it was like a 4-hour drive, but I would do it. Why not? You know what I mean? Who would, especially when I'm young and I get to perform in front. At that point, I was doing open mics. I get to perform in front of like 150, 250 people. Yeah, so I did it, and it was awesome. And then from there, once he saw I was like committed to doing that, every time he came out to like New York, New Jersey, anywhere on the East Coast, he would just have me open for him, which was sick. And I've done, Chicago with him a few times.
Wow.
And it was awesome. I got to a point where he would like call me for like during COVID, dude. He was like, he didn't want to leave his house, so he would just be like, yo, what are we gambling on today? Like, he got me into sports heavily. Like, he was so cool. He would call my parents for their birthday, wouldn't have to remind them. Like, he became like fucking family. He was awesome. Yeah,
it's nice to see someone like when someone's actually like a nice guy.
Oh my God, dude! He got me. When I was out in Vegas, he got me box tickets to fucking Seattle Kraken, Vegas Gold. And I was a Kraken fan, so the fact that they were out there, he was like shirt off your back. Like, he would FaceTime my grandpa to get him to fall asleep when my grandpa was sick. Like, he was awesome. Yeah. Which is why I try and be like nice to other people. Which is why
you're paying it forward. You're paying it forward.
I
you
try.
were treated nice, and you're paying it forward instead of the usual like nonsense that everyone puts out.
But it's one of those things like working with him, I guess, it's still frustrating. Obviously, we do Jonathan Justin's mic, and it's like working clean. Why the fuck would I want to do that? I can't even saying that. It's like I didn't even mean to say fuck. I'm from Jersey. It slips out. But he kind of instilled that when I worked for him, I had to work clean. And like one of my favorite stories is I was opening for him.
Most of all those shows were clean shows?
No. So every single show, he's never. I mean, obviously, like
He's doing
over the phone, when we just blow a
He's a real
7-game
being,
parlay, and he's like, fucking, why didn't he dunk the ball? You know what I mean? Like, he got, human emotion, sure, but he made a career on being clean. So I was opening for him way in over my depth. I was opening for a pretty big comedian was featuring, and I had no idea. I thought it was just me and Louis. And he gets in the green room and he's like, "Hey, I'm so and so." I'm like, I watch your podcast all the time. I was like trying not to be like, I know who you are. And I go back there, and all I had to do is like not curse. That's like the basic ground rules. And I go out there and I'm doing my set. I'm like 23 maybe. And again, you get nervous, especially in a big crowd like that. Your timing gets fucked, and you sneak out a fuck. It just happened again. You know what I mean? It happens. And I get backstage. I'm kind of excited, and Louis is there, and he's like, no offense, but like I've made a career on being clean. I've been doing this longer than you've been alive. Like, no offense, like nobody's here for you. I don't need you here. He was not being a dick, but he's like, I asked you one thing. You know what I mean? All I asked for is you not to curse. Like, just keep that in mind. And then he goes out on stage and he's like, Give it up for my opener, Joe. I told him not to curse. What the fuck? And dude, it fucking I've never heard laughter echo because nobody. I don't think anybody's ever heard him curse in his career. Dude,
him to drop
the walls of Levity Live are still shaking from that. It was insane.
That's what it was.
It was in Levity Live.
Nice.
The main. Yeah. And then I did that room another time, and that was awful, dude. It wasn't even me. It was just yeah. I actually told that story because it was like I was bombing on stage. I was hosting for somebody. And I got like,
which is the toughest?
The ice cream spot, bro. Like I'm doing a set, and people are eating ice cream in the front row, and it's just like the way it was seated. There was like that seat's like 250, and there was maybe like 40 people, but it was not like bunched up. It was like scattered.
They got them all sporadic.
So it's just
the old
it went great.
Paisan Con treatment.
Yeah. So
yes.
I'm doing that room, and I'm bombing, and I'm fighting for my life, and I'm like, oh my god, the last time I was in this room, that happened. So I'm like, let me just like, hey, last time I was in this room, and I tell that story, and it does well. I'm like, okay, cool. Like, it was almost like, oh, something cool, a cool experience happened where we're kind of sitting right now, and they're like, nobody cares about your fucking stupid black jokes anyway. Like they were not paying enough. Nothing I was doing was fucking work. Oh, your dad is a Miata. Cool shit, Joe. Fucking bring up the guy we fucking we paid for. You know what I mean? I'm the guy before the guy, essentially. You know what I mean? Like nobody gives a fuck about who Linkin Park's opener is except for Linkin Park's opener. You know what I mean? They're just like, give me the guy I paid for. So I tell that story, and it's like, whatever, the night was okay. And I go get my check, and the manager of the club is like, yo, yeah, like, you're a great comic, but nobody gives a fuck about that Louis story. I called Basim 30 minutes the whole ride home, and it was just like bitching. And then I went to the Boulevard, this was a couple years ago, and I was bitching to fucking Mark Ops for like 2 more hours.
That's fucking...
Yeah, that's brutal.
Oh, you said the Paisan Con treatment. Does that mean, was that where they ask you if you want to do Paisan Con 4 times and then don't put you on the lineup?
No, it's well, that's very true. Also, no, just where it's a theater that's abnormally too big.
Yeah, I don't know why they
for the amount of people that are there. You feel awesome, and then you go on stage, and it's and then it's a 400 person seater and 40 people there, but they're not in the front.
It's like a WNBA game.
It looks like pimples on somebody's
WNBA
back.
game
Like,
at
whatever
MSG, dude.
Like, yeah, you hear like one person.
Ooh, folks, we've got a ton of amazing comedians for you tonight. They've been doing it all over the world. Well, not so much this next guy. He's I don't know. We found him in a parking lot.
That's
exactly what happened.
We found him in a parking lot, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my
Next
God.
up to the stage is
Alex
Roy,
Avezzano hit me with one of those.
It's Roy Bentley, everybody. Roy Bentley.
I love Alex. Dude, oh my God.
Where's
So
Bobby Baklava? Bobby Baklava to the stage. Bobby Baklava to the stage. Oh, you're not Bobby Bayonne? I'm sorry.
That was
That's so funny. I love that story.
dude, that's
a lot.
The shady book I was talking about, dude. I got asked to do this show.
Please air,
This is
this.
Oh my God. So I was living in Central PA for like 9 months. I was literal dead Central PA. I had given up comedy essentially completely to live with this girl. I was 2.5 hours from Pittsburgh, 2.5 hours from Philly. So I was like, there was nothing, not even like cell phone connection out there. If I had to do shows, I had to produce them. But it was cool. Like it was a town-wide event because there was nothing going on. So like 150 people would show up and pay money to watch like me, Basim, and my friend Cass from like, you know what I mean? Good lineup. Not the best lineup at that time, a couple years ago. You know what I mean? People would pay like fucking crazy money. A girl would walk around with a tip jar, and there'd be like $300 worth of tips in that. Like if I produce shows every month there, awesome. But besides that, there was nothing going on. So this guy's producing a show in my small town of like a couple hundred people, and I'm like, hey man, can I just get like a guest spot? There's nowhere for me to get up. Would love that. That'd be really cool. And he's like, hey man, got a couple friends coming in from like Delaware or whatever. Maybe next time. And I was like, bro, like I just want a 5-minute spot. Like I'm literally been producing shows in this town. There's only 3 on the lineup anyway. I wasn't gonna fight with him. I was like, all right, cool, whatever, man. Then the night of the show, he texts me or he messaged me. He's like, hey man, I got COVID. Can you headline? And I was like, okay, you don't want me to get a guest spot, but now I got to fucking headline your show.
Damn.
Okay, I'll fucking do it. And I do it, and one of my friends comes out from that town and films me. That's the only clip I've ever had gone viral, actually. So I was like, glad I filmed it. But that's actually the night where that story about almost getting a DUI, that happened that night. Like, there's more to that. There's actually more to that story, which is like, it is funny, but I don't know if I want to tell it on stage. But like, literally, when the cop pulls me over, he's like, where are you coming from? And I was telling him I was coming from a comedy show. And then next thing I know, there's 3 cops now. And the one cop who pulled me over is like a rookie cop, and he's like being real serious. But the other two cops are like, "So you're a comedian? Like, tell me." Like, they're literally being like, "Oh, cool." And the other cop's like, "Guys, it's serious police business." Like, it was like they were. So who
You
have
got
you
any minority
Dude, I
jokes?
was
Come
trying.
on.
Yeah, I was trying to like name drop without name dropping. I was like, you guys ever watch Family Feud? As I'm like fucking walking the line, dude. I was like,
American Treasure Louis Anderson. You
Blowing the
guys familiar with Life with Louis?
dude, I'm blowing the breathalyzer. I'm like, you guys watch baskets? Like, idiot. No, but so like I'm out there and whatever. So that show happens, whatever. And you know he was happy that I headlined for him. So he invites me to do another show. A couple shows I'd work from on the road. He'd pay me like $150 to drive like a couple hours out, do like 40 minutes. But I asked him, can I film? I'm like, I got my phone, I got my tripod. Can I film my set? I just want to clip it. And he goes, don't worry about it. I got a nice camera set up. I'll send it to you. All I ask is like, can you, like, if I'm going to clip your post up, don't worry about it. I want to grow my comedy page. Can we collaborate? I said, sure, I'll do that, whatever. Nice video. I'm giving him credit where credit's due. It's great audio, great video. Bro, he held my shit hostage. I was using this tape for festivals. Yeah, it was like a 40-minute tape. It was a 40-minute tape, and I'm like, yo, can I get my tape? He's like, yo, after you collaborate. I'm like, yo, I just want to cut my own clips because I want to be active and I want to put my stuff out there. I just want to put my stuff out there. Please let me just like give me my fucking video. It's what you fucking put a camera up and you press play, so now it's your shit. Like I just want to see my shit. I would have done it myself. Whatever. So we collaborate on a post. And I'm like, whatever. And then he wants to collaborate over and over, like 4 posts. But I hate edited. People like things differently. But it's my baby. Like, this is my joke I've been working on for like 15 years. He's chopping it. And he turned a 59-second clip into a 57-second clip.
Why?
But that time, the 2-second timing, and it's just a pause. And I know you're trying to cut out, but like, if I hate a cut. I hate when I'm like, so I was at the supermarket the other day, and the next thing it's like, here, it's like, what happened in that cut? Did I fuck up for 3 minutes? You don't know because I like that continuation. It's just a personal thing for me. So he cuts it and I'm like, no, I'm not doing it. So I posted my own version. So he still posts his own version and he was all like fucking pissy about it. And then he cuts up a thing. Now, keep in mind, I was living in Pennsylvania for 9 months with that girl. We had broken up. I had fucking U-hauled back. I was still not in a good headspace. I booked this show in Central PA, so I'm doing a lot of Central PA jokes. That was the first time I did that DUI joke. The first time, like, oh, my girlfriend, thank God my girlfriend fucked a guy, that whole thing. You know what I mean? It's my first time telling that joke. Was riffing on it. I had to fill 40 minutes. Wanted to try some new stuff. Does decent. I tell him, yo, do not put that out there. That's a brand new thing. Also, I'm in Central PA, and it had gone, I did the Hills Have DUIs joke, had gotten back to my old town somehow. Like, people were liking it from that town that don't follow me. So somebody must have shared it in that area. He posts the ex-girlfriend thing. And it goes, not viral, but it was the most viewed clip on his YouTube channel, on his YouTube page. And every single comment's like, you cuck faggot, you beta loser, like, you bitch. And I'm like, yo, why would you do that? I can get a million, yo, it's the funniest comedian. Yo, one bad comment's going to ruin my day. So all that, dude, I stepped away from comedy for like 9 months. I was like, yo, fuck this guy.
After going viral?
It wasn't even viral. Yeah, who cares, bro? Like, fucking, you can get. I got World Star viral. It wasn't like a good thing. It was everybody be like, look at this big. Yeah. It was an infamous
the fun
viral.
and then there's the everybody attacking you.
Yeah, I went like Timothy McVeigh viral. I'm not like, it was not cool, and I was so pissed. And then you know how comics are? They're all like fucking not leeches, but like they see an opportunity. Again, this guy came in the middle of Pennsylvania. I'm the only one who had worked with him. He starts sharing me. Next thing I know, I'm like, why are all these Jersey comics fucking following him? You know what I mean? So next thing, Zach McMahon's working with him. I'm like, yo, just be careful because, oh my God, the next time I work with this fucking guy, amazing to get so much fucking money booking shows without having any fucking jokes. No offense. I hope he doesn't hear this, whatever. Nice guy, but like he's doing 15, not a nice guy, whatever. I don't even fuck anymore.
Oh, Zach or the
other?
No,
not Zach. I love Zach. No, the booker. The booker. Yeah, shout out Zach. Zach knows his story like
I'm
crazy.
Just fucking with you. I just had to say that.
So he goes and he's like, yo, doing this whole fucking closer, 5 minutes, build up. Punchline, nothing. He goes, well, that wasn't funny. But you know it is funny. Our headliner coming in from New Jersey. I'm like, do not fucking bring me up like this. Do not bring me up like this. And I got to go up to the coldest room of all time. So Zach was saying when he was there, his wife was at the show, and his wife was so bored with the host that she went to the bathroom to hide out. And there was a whole powwow in there of like wives just hiding out, being like, yo, this guy's terrible. So Zach collaborates with this comedy production company. and it goes viral. I don't remember how many views. I think I was showing Monty Mason last night. I was telling this story. I was showing him like the actual view. It had like I want to say like 400,000 likes or something. It had a lot of like maybe not that many, but it had at least 1 million views. I want to say like 2.8.
Something with his last name, right?
No.
That the other clip?
I don't remember the clip. I don't really watch comedy. I'll just like and be like, all right, Zach, you're cool. But it had like 2.8 million views. I'm not listening to comedy. Get the fuck out. My head's just constantly going anyway. But it got like 2.8 million views, and then this comedy company uncollaborated with Zach. So now it's just the comedy. It's like, you know what I mean? Yeah. So it's not even like so-and-so and Zach McMahon. It's just so-and-so. And then he's just tagged in it. Yeah, once it went viral, and you can't even, I don't know why it was. And it's just so frustrating. So now I tell
that's the thing.
people.
If they're housing the clip, that's massa. They get all the play. You know what I mean? That's not
still,
cool.
Yeah, but why? It's like all you did was set up. It's just frustrating.
I don't know
they
why,
didn't do. It's always like that.
I don't know why they uncollabed with him because they were
Yeah,
still
it was
get
so
the
shitty.
most of the benefit. The first page.
That's why
really
it's so
gets
flustering, man. And then I had another comic work.
That's so weird.
This is nice. Let me just say, this is probably the longest we've ever let somebody.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Speak.
No.
You're doing
You're
the right
doing
thing.
great. I'm purposely trying to let you
We have
talk.
heard numerous times that people
Everybody
will.
hates.
Oh hell yeah! Well, I mean, yeah. Well, I said, guys.
They'll just be like, oh, I've listened to every episode. I haven't learned anything about any guest you've had on.
I listened to you guys for 30 minutes. And I was like, these guys don't shut the. No, I'm just kidding. I was just like, let me have my own twist. No,
That's
I gotta
the
be
opinion
honest, dude.
of most of the people listening.
I started slow. Again,
I don't
started
shut
slow.
the fuck up. Ever.
Yeah, no, that's my girlfriend. But I also just started smoking weed like a month and a half ago.
You
so it's
just started.
New. Again, I took like a 9-month hiatus.
You came back to the league.
Yeah, I came back to the league, and I went from like, oh my god. So the first time, oh my god, I can't.
Michael Jordan.
So I was just smoking me and my girl for a little while, and then I got high in public for the first time in like forever, and it was just the worst. I shouldn't even tell it on the pod because it's so embarrassing for a 34-year-old. But it was just like. I went because after work every day I go to PF Chang's like right next to my job, and I just grab beer. They give it to me for free. Who gives a fuck? I'm cool there. They're just buying me shit.
This guy's a Taiwan informant. Right?
Hell yeah. So I go free drinks, and I go
Taiwanese
and I'm
rep.
so high in public that I text my girlfriend being like, this was a mistake. I drink like this much, and I just go back to my job, and we have like a bed in our office, and I just laid down in the bed for like a half hour, slept, and then my boss and her boyfriend like, can you drive us home? And I'm like, yeah, I can do that or whatever. I could not do that. It was my first time driving high in like forever. I made it like what felt like forever because I didn't realize. I thought she lived close. She lived like a half hour away in the other direction. So it would have been a half hour there, then an hour back. And I already don't. So I literally just started driving. I pulled over a parking lot. I'm like, can I just buy you guys an Uber? And they didn't even say anything. They just got out of the car, walked out. And I was like, they're going to like, I'm fired or whatever. And the next thing I know, I just woke up a couple hours later. I'm like, all right, time to go home. And then, it was just, I was like,
nap in the car.
I need to stop smoking. And then just kept going. I'm a big nap, big car nap guy. Big car nap guy, dude.
Yeah.
Well, when I smoke, we don't nap as
You
much.
napper-headed hoe. That's okay. That's all right.
Don Imus.
We got buckwheat on the podcast today. That's fine. No, this is really good. Earlier before we started, you were letting us know that this one time I lost all these followers.
I forgot what springboard. I forgot why we're talking about it. But like, yeah. Like any negative comment, dude. Like so I had something else go viral once years ago, and still to this day, it's like the only thing that's really had like. I want to say like 2 million views on Reddit. What? It was like, this was right before they changed the algorithm too. So it had like 10,000 upvotes, but now it's like, it would have probably been like 40,000 the way they changed it. But I was happy with it because like people that I'd known were like, oh my God, I saw you online. Like to me, it was like, oh my God, people are recognizing me that I knew. Joke does not work in person. Like that's the best part is like you can read it on Reddit and like that's fun. Every time I've tried it on stage, it fucking bombs.
It's in words?
It's like, it's called stand-up shots, and it would literally be like a picture of you on stage, and then it would just be like words over that.
Wow.
And there was a competition for that.
It was like World War II comedy.
Yeah, basically. But it was just like you're at the office, you know what I mean? You're scrolling Reddit. Here's a fucking joke. Here's like a meme joke, essentially. Whatever. Here's a joke in text format.
I'm so lost on this Reddit thing, to be honest.
You're not a big Reddit guy. We're going to get you into Reddit.
Tim Rager was explaining to me.
Time in a row where we're going to get you onto Reddit.
Yeah. You're the only white guy with dreads who's not on Reddit. Okay.
You should be in some type of botany group.
I'm surprised you're not the main moderator. Yeah. But so again, one negative comment's going to fuck me.
Yeah.
Okay, so like I had that it literally made the finals for like a Laugh Factory competition. I didn't win or whatever, but I made the finals for this joke. A lot of positive. This is such a good politics joke without being political. And one comment was like, "Long walk for a ham sandwich," and that shit still keeps. But like it's just like what? That's all you need is like you're just like okay, dickhead. You know what I mean? One comment derailed me. So losing any followers on Instagram, like I will sometimes. I'm a psycho. I'll go through people and I'll check if they're still following me because like I don't know. I'm like a sensitive person in that sense.
Yeah.
So I lost like 75 followers in a day over a joke, but I was so prideful of the like I didn't want to delete the joke, but I kept checking and I kept fucking. It was doing it, and 75 followers. Like Justin Bieber loses 75 followers, whatever. 75 followers to me took me like years to cultivate. Like that's like a quarter of my. You know what I mean? I'm like, holy shit. But it was the amount of messages. My bad, folks.
No, you're good.
The amount of messages though that I was fucking getting. So I got to take a pill. No,
I was gonna say BC.
No, I got my hockey league.
JR,
So the amount of fucking people that were like messaging me like, "Yo, that's so fucked up. How dare you?" And I'm like, "Yo, I'm just making a joke." But like, but it wasn't just unfollowing. It was people reaching out and saying shit. And I'm like, okay, whatever. But I'm sweating. I'm fucking sweating. The only reason I posted it was because I posted to my story originally. I never like posting on my wall. And I posted my story, and Brian Vallone's like, "Yo, it's the funniest thing." You know what I mean? This is before me and Brian were even close. And I'm like, okay, he likes it. And then a lot of people, I think Ryan Lodge, you know who that is? The sexiest man in comedy. Shout out Ryan Lodge.
Like the joke.
Yeah, dude. He's so. But
did Ryan Rummel like it?
I make this post. I don't know if you guys could fucking put it up on the screen or whatever. You guys are crafty. Brett's crafty. I'm not.
Just send it to us.
Yeah,
after.
yeah. It's right on my Instagram.
We have this Puerto Rican chick. She does the editing.
It has Oh my god, it has 18 shares, which I know they're hate shares too. Being like, look at this piece of shit posting this. So. I don't know what so I was browsing Reddit again, your favorite website, and there was the Pittsburgh subreddit, and somebody was like, "Hey, I found
Pittsburgh.
I love that city, so like, I go to city. I went to Dallas not too long ago. I just keep up with the city, whatever. I follow a lot of weird shit, NBA, whatever." Somebody's like, "Hey, I found this this camera. Looks like a nice family. If anybody knows who this is, it's a small community. Let's get this camera back to that family." And I was like, "That's so wholesome. How can I flip this?" Okay, I saw that, and my mind went fucking evil. So I posted. Hey y'all, I recently purchased a camera from a yard sale and it's loaded with pics of a family. They seem so happy. If anyone can identify them so I can get it to them, let me know. Thanks. And then you scroll. The next picture is this. I said, "This was one of the photos of the family. I love a family with a genuine smile. If you know them, please DM me." But it's a picture of Chris Watts, and he if you're not familiar, he murdered his wife and these two girls.
I love that.
Yeah. And a lot of like white women, I guess, in my DMs, not happy, but people in general were just like so mad that they knew, like, again, not great. Rest in peace to these. But also,
it's funny.
It's kind of funny.
It's very funny.
Yeah. Honestly,
I don't even know who the guy is.
He murdered his wife and these two girls, and she was also pregnant.
Yes.
But I think she sold like
maybe
MLM. I think she did like pyramid scheme, so it evens out or something. I don't know.
She was selling essential
Bima.
oils.
She's
a monster.
Her
She
name
did
was
Cutco.
Shannon. She pronounced it Shannon. It was this whole thing. I'm just kidding. I'm gonna get watch my follower.
That was
count.
like the early days of Twitter. I missed the early days of Twitter because in Twitter you used to be able to retweet people's things and then change what they said. So during like back when the Casey Anthony thing was going on, there'd be all these mothers like going, "I can't believe," they'd hate Casey Anthony, and then I would go and quote tweet them and change it to make their statement supporting Casey Anthony. And go, "I can't believe as a mother you would support this woman," and they'd be like, "I didn't say that," because I'd be like, I changed their thing to so I'm a mother, and sometimes after a long day with my kids, I understand drowning them in a pool, and the lady'd be like, "I didn't say that. I never said that." And I'm like, "Ma'am, I think you should get help. I'm worried about your family. Can I suggest a counselor for you?"
Well,
You can't troll like that anymore.
Yeah, but at the end of the day,
They've ruined it.
the amount of followers I lose is so insignificant to the amount of joy posting like that. Something like that makes
you
for me. Like,
people
there's a
see
reason
what
it's still
you're
up
I
there.
feel like
You know
there's
what I
a
mean?
turn though now on Instagram.
Do you people see what you're doing to us?
Also, I forgot to thank you. Sorry. Thank you. That was the most fun fucking job I've ever done. The fucking. We're not supposed to talk about it. Never mind. I didn't sign. You know what?
No,
I didn't sign an NDA.
Yeah, no, we
I got a check for $50. Whatever. I'll talk about all I want, bro.
Yeah, we did.
They used my recording though, dude. They used it.
Did you heard yours?
Yeah.
Nice. I gotta check to see if they use mine
Yeah,
yet.
dude, that shit was dope, man.
Oh,
I
he was
loved
on the
it.
radio thing
Yeah,
too?
that shit was
nice.
all.
How
They
fun
used
was
it. That was amazing.
See, I was like,
They were like, oh my god. So it was really fun because the one guy's like, just tell us a little about yourself. The one guy's like, I'm an accountant, and I've been dabbling in comedy for about 3 years now. And they're like, all right, what about you? And I go, I've been doing like stand-up comedy for about 15 years. And they come out, they go, you're the bad guy. And I'm just like, all right, I'm in.
I was also the bad guy of mine.
And don't get me wrong, I could have played the hell out of that victim, dude. Shit, man. But it was so fun, man. And so the week before, they were and the funniest thing is like, it's all fake too. So like they're talking to the and they're like,
Oh yeah.
all right, folks, we're back here, and we I know you're gonna hear it. We told you last week we're getting at least $8,000 back. We're happy to report we got all $10,000 back, and they're all going fucking crazy. Now my scam was a $25 scam. They didn't get a fucking penny out of me, dude. I put my fucking foot down. They're bragging about $10,000 a week before. And they hung up so fucking far. Dude, I keep listening to it. Like, I'm like, oh my God, I got these bitches good, dude. Like, they can get shit out of me, dude. I flustered a fake
You got an
interview.
audio clip of it?
Oh my God, I have the whole.
Wake up, filthy.
What? And then I'm totally fired from the radio. They're like, never have this guy back.
That's good.
The one rule. Yeah, dude.
Yeah, they didn't want me. I was too ethnic.
You might be.
Too ethnic.
You might be in the list of because they asked me for a couple people.
Oh, yeah, I signed up.
recommendations.
No, it was cool, man.
I
It was
like, I
cool.
gotta take care of the boys. You
Hell
gotta
yeah,
take care of
dude.
the homies when you got a gig going.
Yeah.
Dude,
Crescenzo, actually, I think was the one that got me that somehow.
I know it looks like you live in an apartment complex with a lot of people that walk their dogs, but that's like the fifth person with a different. That's a lot.
Yeah,
you
no,
have
it's-
a little cushy little house, dude. Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's like.
I tell people all the time, you only film sketches to show off your fucking house, dude.
That's
That's fucking sick, man. That's fucking
Oh,
sick.
It's tough being one of the only comedians not living with his parents.
Yeah, dude. You're
Or
telling
in
me.
a drag, or underneath a drag brunch in Jersey City with 17 people.
Yeah, but that's it. Yeah, but that's
Either you
the
live with your
thing,
parents
man.
or you're.
Wake up, filthy.
Those are the only two situations.
That's the thing,
In,
you-
in comedy.
You
Either
get
at
your
home
life
or you live
together.
with.
Yeah, but why? The second I move out my parents, I'm done doing comedy. Well, why
No,
the fuck? I
of
gotta
course.
get a
That's
real
what I
job.
mean.
I'm not gonna do this dumb
No,
shit.
you should live at home with your
Gonna have
family as
open
long
mics.
as you can.
Fuck yeah, dude.
That's the that I tell people all the time. There's no shame living at home. Take advantage of that. You don't need to rush out and live on your own. It's not that. I mean, it's really. Every time something goes wrong, I'm the one that's got to fix it. It's
You can tell.
so annoying.
You can tell. You're crazy.
What? Say it.
I was gonna say you can tell Brett doesn't get laid a lot if you're gonna be like, yeah, living at home's cool, dude. In your 30s, like, no, it's not, dude. It's
But he doesn't. He's being an enabler. He
Nah,
lives away. He's
bro.
enabling me right now. He's like, don't feel bad. Don't feel
Nah,
bad.
No.
Well,
I'm
one
like,
time,
listen.
I was bringing this girl home, and we're trying to figure out where to go, and I didn't realize I didn't want to go back to my place because I live with my parents, and she didn't want to go back to her place because she lives with her boyfriend. I did not realize this part of the story.
Yeah.
That's usually the
Side note,
scenario.
actually, just realized who I'm talking to. You know this person. We're not going to talk about this right now. We're going to bleep the name on the pod. So,
Yeah.
we're trying to find hotel rooms. It's like late at night. I just met this girl. And my girlfriend knows this story already. We're not going to bleep anything out. So I'm like, she's like, why don't I get a hotel in whatever? And I'm like, I live in that town. That's weird, whatever. And why don't I hear? She's like, I live in that town. And I'm like, I live with my parents. Like, we can go back to my house. And she's like, you live with your parents? And I'm like, yeah. She goes, that's great. I go, what do you mean? She goes, well, now I know you're not going to murder me. I was like, dude, that's amazing. That's amazing. That's the best thing I've ever heard. Like,
See?
fuck yeah.
Guys who live at home with your parents, that's a safe
Yeah.
issue for the ladies. See, you don't know. I could murder you in this house. I'm the only one here.
Being 34 and irresponsable, actually a green flag, dude.
Yeah.
People, you're looking at it all
I
wrong.
never thought of it like that.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
I've still got a month and a half left until I'm allowed to jizz, according to the witch on TikTok.
Oh, yeah.
What happened?
I went to a witch on TikTok who told me I needed to retain my semen for 3 months to level up my power and improve my life. And I'm a month and a half in on
You
this.
haven't jizzed in a month and a half?
Yeah, he's collecting.
Wait a minute.
Infinity
We've been talking for
stones.
35 minutes. You've just been.
Yeah, no, I'm holding it in.
I don't honestly.
I'm actually 100 pounds lighter. This is all jizz. I'm filled up with jizz.
I feel there. Is it? How was it difficult the first week? At what point did you hit?
I'm at the point where now, I don't even, I could throw a woman. I have no interest in women anymore. It's like I'm gone. It's like a weird thing. Like it was crazy And now it's just like I'm like could be a priest at this point. I'm like
Now
a
you're
monk.
just into like
I could
astrology.
say, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, so I'm into rocks.
Yeah.
I've always wanted, man. If I just never, the first, you know what I mean? If I just never came that first time, it was just, I was oblivious to it. Like I would have cured cancer probably. Like I would have
Yeah.
been so much free time. I would have been like, I don't know
an
the best
odd,
version of me,
weird,
but
like-
the best version of me doesn't fucking goon out at 4 a.m.
Yeah.
So it comes in waves. Like every now and then, I'll hit a moment where I'll be like, I gotta get on. Instagram's terrible. 'Cause
Oh,
I'm like,
yeah,
'cause
yeah,
it's
yeah.
just like I'm being attacked with like women. You know, like it's constantly trying to trick me.
Yep. That's what
But-
they do. So what was this witch lady? White
It's a
or
man,
black?
a white. I have a
Don't they call
man
them warlocks?
witch. Yeah,
It's not
no,
male. Or no, you know, I
I
don't know why I
thought
said
so
it like
too,
it's
but he
real.
was
Like
like
there's a
a
real
witch,
warlock
yeah.
out there.
I'm not listening to the male doctor.
I don't know.
That's what's
He was
that's
pretty
the
good.
only. Is that the only like female driven profession? That's the like.
Yeah.
I'm not listening to a female doctor, but a male witch, dude. I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
Am I crazy for going
I
to a
need
male witch?
I need a man.
That might be
I
crazy.
need a
Am I
broad.
like? Am I getting bad advice
That
because
might
I'm
be-
getting a
that
male
might be
witch?
a Gandhi AI chatbot or something. I
Well,
don't
the
know.
Kurt Cobain chatbot won't stop messaging
Wait a
me.
minute. How much money did you send to somebody on TikTok? You're like, is this a bad idea because it was a male? No, you gave some money to somebody in Indonesia in a fucking pointy hat, and you're like, is this a bad idea?
He did have the pointy hat
Yeah,
on.
you
That's what
idiot.
sold it for me was the fact that he had the
Did you
hat
pay
Yeah.
on.
money for this?
It cost me $12. I spent $12.
I'm speechless. Why would you?
That's like
What
3,000
did he say?
rupees, dog.
You paid.
I screen recorded it. I
You
have
paid
this-
$12.
and I have the whole thing screen recorded.
You paid 3 Happy Meals worth
Yes.
to tell to have
have a witch
have a
tell me not to-
stranger tell you to stop jerking off, dude. That's the best life advice ever.
What was the kicker? Like,
Your doctor hates you right now, dude. He's like, I've been trying to tell this piece of shit forever. You just save all the money on copay to give some fucking warlock, some wizard, dude.
I think he lives in a trailer park
You got
too.
some fucking-
I found that out after, and I'm like,
Fucking
well, why
meth-
doesn't? But I'm like, why isn't the wizard using magic to make his life better?
Some methed out Merlin just
Yes.
going, oh, stop jerking off.
Yes.
He's just giving his own life
I
advice
got
to
the
you.
whole thing screen recorded. I
Stop
have
jerking
17
off. Stop
minutes.
fucking your cousin. Stop
And
doing
he was
meth.
like, oh, a woman from your past or an ex or somebody's gonna come back and try to get back in your life. You have to reject them.
the Ebony Sugar Mama.
Yeah, I would love.
She could come back.
Yeah, well, I need her money, so we might. Yeah, that's true. That's the test.
Yeah.
You had you had a sugar mama?
Yeah, back in the day, I had an ebony sugar mama who worked for
Ebony's?
black lady.
No, not Scrooge.
Yeah,
No, yeah. I just
yeah. He said.
it's just like,
No. That's good. That's good.
I've known you guys.
Keep
for,
that.
Yeah, no, I had her.
It just
yeah.
the switch up felt so like.
Yeah, it was. A
You just
great
went like
switch.
all African American woman. Like you just got all serious. Just like we've been talking about the dumbest shit. This fucking warlock told me not to jerk off. This very respectful African American
fine
lady,
African-American queen.
Ebony dude. Yeah,
This
what the fuck?
ebony queen. This ebony queen.
It might have been Rachel Dolezal. It could have been anybody, really.
No, she was.
Yeah.
She was a dark
dark.
skinned lady.
Yeah.
Have you met her?
Rachel Dolezal?
No, your sugar mama.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know if it's
No,
one of those,
she,
one of those
this was years
TikTok
ago.
relations you had going on, dude. You just sent her my.
This was young.
It's the
thin.
same warlock
Yeah,
lady.
no,
It's-
I was,
It's the same one.
It's him, and he's in costume, in blackface. It's the warlock. In
Where-
blackface. No. I was younger
I
and
can't wait to
thinner
see
at the
this.
time.
Cannot wait to see this screen
and
recording.
I met this lady on Adult Friend Finder, and she had like a really good job, and I was younger and I was thinner and much better looking, and she used to like send cars to come pick me up, and she
Whoa.
would like buy me clothes and like take me out to dinner. It was a very much nice gigolo lifestyle, and I'd go there and I'd like I'd go to her house. We'd watch one time we went to watch the Jets playoffs.
Whoa.
We had some sex. Then she sent me home in a town car.
What?
Yeah, it was quite nice. She lived in Hoboken, and then
quite
she had
nice.
to move to Houston for work, and then it ended. I was very disappointed. I enjoyed. She was great.
That sounds.
and now
awesome.
you get to talk about her on a podcast.
Yeah.
I'm sure she'll find that very endearing.
She's missing. out.
She's been gone for years. I
You
don't
have
know
so
her.
much semen now.
Yeah.
She's missing.
Oh
out.
my god! Just think the first time you fucking blow a load, dude, you're gonna put
Oh,
a
it's
hole in
gonna
your
be
dry.
like-
You're gonna break your
Might
ceiling.
cause
You
a
hear the
flood
fire
in the
alarm go
neighborhood.
off,
We might
yeah.
have to. I might have to open the windows.
So what is the point though? Like,
Yeah, how long
what-
are you trying to go?
I don't
3 months,
know.
right?
I'm gonna try the 3 months.
And then
Until
what
he gets-
happens?
Until
What
he gets the
happens?
warlock's approval.
Yeah,
Another $12. I'll tell you, you can jizz. Give me your money. $24 to jerk off a guy.
That's
Fucking,
the funniest thing that's ever been
I
said.
wonder what
Oh,
happens
Yes.
though.
That's the
Fucking
funniest thing that's
idiot.
ever been said.
I
on the
can't believe you.
podcast.
They should have banned TikTok. Not even like, oh my god, it's
It
a
should be
Chinese
banned.
propaganda. No, we got idiots like
No,
this
no.
spending money to dudes in war. It's not even a nice robe. It's a bath gown. He's just like, it's not even a hat. It's just a fucking shower
no,
cap.
he
He's
has
like,
He's in a trailer too, but I saw that after I
was it
paid
like
to
a
be
hard
there.
12? Did you like haggle it down? He's like 15. You're like, he's like, all right, fine.
It started at 60.
He's like, but it's like 10. He's like 12.
It's like one of those things where it's like the more money you send, the better of a thing you're
Wait a
gonna
minute.
get.
How was this your only time sending money to him?
Yeah, I've only sent
Oh, this
once.
was like a full like lifestyle regimen.
He
It's
had a
like
menu.
$12. All right, just don't jerk off.
He's got a whole
All right.
menu.
Got a
He's
menu.
got a whole menu.
What's the most expensive thing on the takeout?
$150 for holographic healing, where he will holographic. I'm gonna sound like a lunatune right now, but whatever. He'll holographically project his aura and self into your home and into your spirit and fix your inner traumas. And he can also teach you telekinesis. That's also $125.
So if we
Would
each,
you like me to bring the
if we
menu
each
up?
throw down 50, you guys want?
I can bring up. I will bring up his
But
menu.
no, we got to do it to so like the three of us will throw in 50, and then we'll get like sick Vic healed or something, you know?
I will bring up his menu right now. So we
Wow.
could,
Yeah, eventually maybe the three of us could like move a cup with this telekinesis.
dude,
That'd be pretty.
Oh, dude, he's
Or we
got
can just
videos
like
showing
we can
me.
move like $150 out of our bank account and be like, that was kind of a waste. That was the dumbest thing we've ever done.
TikTok witch can.
I must feel worse about spending like $12 and 150 at that point. Got
Might
suckered.
have sent me the menu and the.
Wow, our TikToks are not the
TikTok
same
is
algorithms.
crazy.
I'll tell you
I
that.
don't even use TikTok.
Oh wow, he gave me. I could give you a breakdown. He sent me what the holographic feeling was.
Oh, you know what, dude? For $12, that's pretty legit. Like that was
Dude,
a.
I was 18 minutes of there. I'm on. Okay, services. These are Ken's services: tarot readings, evidential mediumships, chakra scans and chakra activations, holographic healing. Excuse me, Reiki and ancestral healing, twin flame reading.
Remote Reiki?
Yes, remote Reiki. Mentorship and apprenticeship life coaching. He does classes on airbending, chakra mechanics.
Hold on. How much is the airbending classes?
The airbending.
I was making fun of you, but now I'm kind of hooked, dude.
I think you could probably get the airbending classes for like a total of $125.
Why are you trying to make it sound like this is a good deal right now? He's like, you're trying to be like, hey. Now, to be fair,
I do get a discount if you guys
They
sign
do.
up and don't jizz.
They do.
I also get money.
why do you think I'm trying to move my mind, dude? I'm trying to make you jizz.
Everybody I get to not jizz, I get a stipend.
Little punch
God.
cards, just sperm though.
Little sperm. Oh, you can also do
He's still on the menu.
telekinesis, divination, silencing the mind, mastering emotions, quantum jumping. You could learn how to quantum
But
jump.
how does it go when you give this guy money and it
Astral
just
projection?
doesn't work though? You know what I mean? Like, I haven't moved
And
anything in
you're
my
still
mind.
sitting on the couch at the end of the night, like
Haven't moved anything in my mind, coach. He's like, it's be another $12, Brett. You gotta wear the pointy hat, Brett.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I don't have the pointy hat. I'm behind on the accoutrements.
if we start getting a Patreon going, maybe we just feed
could
into
start,
this at this
yes.
point.
Oh, you guys started with the glasses. As soon as we full like wardrobe, you guys are gonna be like locked in.
Yeah,
It's not just
yeah.
be glasses. Your guests are
Silk,
gonna be like, why
pointy
did your
hats.
guests are gonna be like, why do I gotta put on these
Pretty
boots,
soon.
dude? You can have like full. I
Well,
gotta put
Brett's TikTok witch
fingerless
said we all
gloves.
have to wear this. And no one's allowed.
You can't come for 3 months and then you could be on the
Oh,
podcast.
you should look for sponsorships, but like,
Right?
but for like
No.
celibacy
Well,
or
like
something.
sperm
Yeah,
banks or
yeah, dude. Oh my God, Brett, making a killing. You had no idea.
Right?
Are you like angry all the time? Well, you were like for a little while. You're
Yeah,
just like,
it's
I
like
want
a
to
weird-
punch a wall because I'm literally
I'm just
full
like-
of angst.
Is this guy from America?
Yeah, he's in Tennessee, I think.
Okay.
Yeah,
got
the
a
confident this
real
guy is in
Tennessee
fucking
witch.
Bangladesh right
Yeah, he's
now.
in Nashville.
Not a fucking dude.
Wow.
His name's fucking Nish Patel.
Would you say his name's Ken?
Ken Bartholomew.
Oh, all right.
Sounds trustworthy. Yeah,
I believed him.
Yeah, anybody named Ken's a good guy.
it's the Bartholomew. That's tricky as fuck.
Bartholomew. Bartholomew?
How many followers do you have?
25,000.
25,000.
He's a smaller.
I was gonna be like, you trusted a white dude with dreads before I realized I'm trusting a white dude with dreads.
No, this is good.
No,
This
no,
is
it was
really
hair.
smart.
I
I used to take his class. yeah.
You
I
just-
actually just formed back into matter a few
you
months
just
ago.
moved my mind right there, dude. You fucking. That's so funny, dude.
Oh,
I
that's fucking
can't.
great.
I hate that you spent money for that. That's so funny.
That's $12 whole I spent on that. Arguably could have been the best $12 I ever spent, or the worst $12 I ever spent.
Trying to think the worst $12 I ever spent, but it was not as bad as
Told me I
that.
could
There's
never-
nothing I've
You
ever
told me
said.
I'm never allowed to say my ex's name again.
Oh.
What was her name?
Ah.
Oh, I almost fucking got him. I almost fucking got him.
$12 well spent. That's $12 well spent.
What if he said? What if he was like Marissa and he just jizzed 3 months worth of fucking jizz? God damn it!
I almost said it.
I gotta be honest. If I am the reason Brett fucking jizzes after 2 months, I'm jumping right out the fucking window, dude. Just straight up Game of Thrones style, just out the window. Cheers.
That's so,
Oh,
That's good though.
yeah,
Yeah, I mean, we probably we're spending the money,
folks.
on this instead of getting like a producer.
Yes.
But that's fine.
Folks, I don't have a family. I'm talking to witches for your entertainment. Okay.
it's a warlock. I hate that you call him a witch. Like, at least respect the title.
Yeah,
Like,
it's a
sorry.
does he
warlock.
call himself a witch? It's probably like high priest something.
Yeah, he's like
Yeah.
he leans into both things. Like he
You
goes
have
into
to though.
a
You can't
warlock.
half-ass the whole witch thing. You know what I mean? Like
He's living the life.
if he was just like, I'll give like maybe I can
best is, like,
manifest it. You can't.
I love his
like-
videos where he's manipulating the clouds and the storms. Those are some
He's
of my
like, look, the
favorites.
clouds move when you look at them.
Yeah, well, you know,
Look at the planes coming
you
by,
know.
it's very
He's
fucking-
just yes.
He's like, I could crush it. Look.
You better watch out if
Oh,
I
Ken
know.
sees this. You're
We're
What do
gonna
you
tag him.
think taught this guy? I
We
just
should-
showed up randomly. a couple
Right?
months
That's
ago.
what I was gonna
I'm like, let me
say.
come to your house.
Yes,
Don't come.
you've been sent by Ken. You're working
Thank
with
you.
Ken.
We guys-
I might be a swami.
we are talking a lot of shit for guys who, he puts hexes for $12. You know what I mean? Like, we might be fucked here. If I like break my ankle at hockey in a little bit, it's just
You're
like
like,
fucking
oh,
Ken, dude.
Ken is unstoppable.
Yeah, so hockey game after this.
Yes.
Yeah, I got
we
a
got
hockey
real
game.
athlete, a real
No,
comedian,
guys, it's
and
a-
a real
I'm not
It's
gonna
a-
lie, the
it's a
first
beer
time I
league.
saw
It's a
that,
beer
I was
league.
like, yeah.
It's a beer league. So I
was like,
wrestled.
yeah.
I wrestled my whole life.
But beer league hockey is still more
Wait, so you're
intense
drunk out
than,
there?
like,
So I don't normally smoke weed until recently. I started smoking before my games. Oh my god, I'm
so much fun.
You're better.
in my mind. But the rest of my team's probably like, hey, maybe skate a little
It's
harder.
like, yo, the puck's over
But
this
to
way.
me, dude, I'm
You're
fucking.
zen.
Oh,
You're probably so zen out there.
yeah, but it's dangerous. Like hockey's a dangerous sport. You
Yeah,
should probably
I was
be.
gonna
Like,
say.
but no, I don't normally drink. I drink
Are there,
after.
there's not checking in this league.
No,
is there?
thank God, dude.
Okay.
Although I got. Oh my god, I
worry about your
I
safety.
hit the fucking Benjamin a little too hard in the locker room right before I went out, and I ended up getting like cross-checked from behind into the goalie, and I didn't realize it because, dude, I'm not the best skater. I've rammed goalies before. I'm always apologetic, like, yo, my bad, whatever.
Yeah.
I rammed the goalie. Didn't even realize it because it was like a little elbow to like the shoulder. He didn't even go down. I went down. Puck fucking gets saved. There's a whistle, and he starts screaming. I didn't realize he's screaming at me. I turn around and he full like 2-hand lumberjack chops me right in my fucking shins. Luckily I had shin guards on. He gets a penalty, but I'm like, yo, like. You could have just broke my what is wrong with you, bro? I was like, yo, I took off work on a Saturday to be here. Dude. Like, it was wrong. People take this shit so seriously. But no, I wrestled my whole life, year round. Thought about wrestling in college. It just was not fun for me. I used to cut a lot of weight. That's the one
worst.
cool thing is like I don't like eating before I do stand up like the day of.
Yeah.
And I can do that because I fasted from wrestling. I can go days without eating, unfortunately, but like can't go months.
That
without,
weight
months
cutting
without
wrestling
jizzing, dude.
is
It's
brutal.
crazy.
Yeah.
What was your weight?
So my senior year, I wrestled 125. I probably sat around 133, 134, and I would cut.
and you could
that
just
weight.
drop that like 7 pounds.
It was
just
a
like
lot
that.
of water weight. I mean, I used to do a lot of crazy shit that I'd have.
Come?
Yeah, I didn't
See
talk
what-
to any
see
fucking
what-
witches during my training days, dude.
Just
Wait.
think of what you could have done if you'd been consulting with witches.
If I had
during
seen
your
Ken,
days.
dude, I've been wrestling at 285, dude.
What do you think it would be like if you hit the old Penn State before a wrestling match, you know?
No, dude, no. A lot
I
of them
like
do.
that.
A lot of them do. A lot of like, I don't know, because it's just you. That's what's so cool about wrestling. It's just you and your fucking thoughts out there. You don't have a teammate to like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So maybe I'd be more focused. A lot of like Brazilian jiu-jitsu guys, they smoke before and they'll roll and they just it's like a flow state. For me, I don't know. I don't even like performing stand-up high.
Yeah.
I just like playing 2K and that's really it. And
I would rather get super stoned after I get off, though. I would like
Yeah.
to smoke a little bit before I leave, just to calm my nerves down a little bit,
Yeah.
just relax me a little bit. But I don't like to get there and smoke. Once I get there, I like to just whatever. I can't eat before either. Still, I'm at that point where I
yeah,
eat
I just
after.
everything. I'm a
I don't
nervous
wanna
guy. The amount of times I've thrown up in my
perform
life,
with
dude.
a full belly.
The amount of
I
times
get
I've
sleepy after I eat.
I just
get
throw up
the
a lot.
itis.
I've thrown up more than anything. Like, oh my god, the amount of times I've thrown up in like an Applebee's parking lot before a first date. Just be like, all right, let's go. Like,
What?
I throw. Oh my
Oh,
god,
I
I'm
throw
nervous. You
up
don't
You
all
ever
the
feel like
time.
sick before you about to go on stage? If
Oh,
you eat
yeah.
too much?
I pull the trigger a lot, dude. I
Yeah.
pull the trigger a lot. I try not to eat. So like,
throw up
oh
all
my
the
god, you
time.
know, shit. I used to just because like, wow, do we have? Are we just discovering like an eating disorder
I
on
feel
the pod?
better
No,
after.
no, I just if I
I'm
get
the opposite.
anxious,
I gotta eat.
I'll fucking jam. Yeah, I'll pull the trigger.
Wow.
Just because like then you immediately feel better. But I've puked so many times in my life, and that's the one thing that's just it always sucks. You know what I mean? Like it's never.
Though sometimes
Nah,
afterwards I feel better.
No, you always feel better. Every time you puke, you're just like, this is my 10,000th time puking.
Yep.
Not any better than
There's
the
this
first.
one
It
bulimic
still
girl in
fucking
Ohio that
sucks.
listens to the podcast. She's like, she feels a lot better about herself.
Dude,
right
hell
now.
yeah, she should. Is she
Yeah,
hot?
good, sweetheart.
Is she hot?
She's okay. It's a lot of ribs, you know.
At least she's skinny, dude. I'm just kidding.
She's bulimic and fat.
Oh man.
Oh, well, that's just like that's a curse, really.
That's a liar.
Yeah. Like, are you sure you're throwing it on?
Try harder, sweetheart. I'm just gonna get it. Whoever's out there in
Maybe
Ohio.
add lunch into the cycle.
Oh, so
Yeah,
sorry you
throw
live
that
in
up.
Ohio, dude. That sucks.
Yeah, that's the worst part about her. All right, I don't want to keep you.
I mean, I can rock another 2 minutes or so.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
You want to do some plugs? We got any shows coming up?
Yeah. So,
plug
this guy's
please
busy.
plug all your gigs.
so I
busy.
got every other Sunday. So last night was Sunday. So what was that yesterday? The first.
So this will be out in time
So
for the next show.
Yeah, these come
13th.
out on Sundays.
Oh hell yeah! And then I also have. So a week from when this comes out, so Monday the 9th is going to be in Corkscrew, Jersey City. It's an awesome bar. Come through, $10. If you're a comic, just come through. It's a fighter's room, dude. It's a fucking fighter's room where it's like you. I was telling Colin before he went up, I'm like, I don't even know if material will work. Like you got a crowd work. Like there might be a fucking Ukrainian who runs up on stage. Yeah, you're not hoping for it, but like it's just. But those are the fun rooms at that point, for me at least, because it's like you have to like I don't want to get stuck in my material. So that's going to be the 9th. That's Corkscrew. Every other Sunday at Boulevard, that's going to be the 15th, and then it's going to be the 29th. But what I'm really excited for, down in Hamilton, New Jersey, it's going to be the 28th of June down at Rossi's Bar and Grill. That's my big show that I'm really excited for. I used to do it every couple of months. Now we're trying to get it to every 6 weeks. I'm going to really try and get it to once a month. But come out. Tickets are $20 in advance, $15. I lied. Got it backwards. $15 in advance, $20 at the door. I got a really cool lineup for that. I got people coming out from Pittsburgh, and I don't want to say the lineup, but already I got guaranteed Monty Mason and Andre Mitchell are going to be there. And it's just a fucking, it's such a cool venue. And if you can make that, that'd be awesome.
Two great comics.
Fucking, it's just,
I notice sometimes you don't post the lineup.
So I started posting the lineup where I would do like my individual flyer with the people's pictures.
Yeah.
And then I was spending like $25 a week, so like $100 extra a month just to print out those flyers and put them at the venues and between travel time. And then I realized like when you see a billboard and like nobody's coming out like be like, oh my God, Brett's on the like I'd rather it just be like billboard type shit where you're just like big words, saw it quick, comedy at Boulevard, see it, and then I can just keep it there and whatever. And also I've had people cancel, and I don't want to have like, oh my God, they're expecting Ray, and then Ray last minute couldn't make it or whatever. So I will post lineups or whatever, but I've
People
just
are
kind of
canceling
kept
all
it.
the time. I
Not
never
can, but people are
cancel on
busy, and it's a
anything.
Sunday. I get it, and it's also like I don't want to just have to eat off the same. I also don't want to eat off faces either. Like it's like I love Andre to death, but I don't want to be booking shows because like Andre's face is on the lineup. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like I don't like. Andre's so funny, and I don't want to. I want him to succeed, and I don't want to succeed off of him. You know what I mean? Or people's like lineups. I don't know. I just also just stopped doing the. I don't know.
Well,
I've
you've
just been
become
mixing up.
the man, as MTV would say, you know?
How's that? What do you mean?
Well, if you're not on the lineup but you build the lineup, you're the man.
Yeah, I hate that, dude.
You know?
I hate producing. It's made comedy so unfun. I just wanted to do comedy, and I wanted to date a bartender, and now I have to fucking.
Now
Dude,
you're living the dream.
Oh my God! I'll tell.
my
I'll,
friend, doing
I'm
comedy.
gonna tell that story. Then I got it. Then I got to dip. So I just I got the Boulevard's a great spot. Corkscrew's awesome as well. We're really growing something special there. But I just kind of like looked into that. I was just trying to date the bartender. Like we were talking for a while, and she was basically like I just saw her there. She was like my therapist at a point. Like not a therapist, but like I was just telling her all my dating stories. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
she was just dating this really mean fucking lady. Really mean, like cute, like gorgeous, like good looking, but like mean girl. And my girlfriend, she's so funny. Before we were dating, she said something like, "Oh my God, like you know what? Blondes hate more than anything. Like you should bring her here." and then or you should bring her out, and then like, you know, like a hot brunette will come up to you and like hit on you, like blondes hate that. And I was like, yeah, but who's the hot brunette? And ever since then, me and my girlfriend have been like, you know, oh, I love her. She's great. I literally have her in my phone as the hot brunette. Like so shout out to her because like without her though, Corkscrew and Boulevard would not function.
Shout
that
out
way.
to the bartenders out there.
Yeah, well, not Gail. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Fuck yeah. But no,
not
because
Gail.
of
My
that.
fries were cold, and I waited an hour for my chicken tenders last night, Gail. What happened to my food, Gail?
No, shout out.
Where's my
Boulevard,
chicken
shout out.
tenders, Gail?
But no, everything.
kidding.
You got a YouTube channel.
Not really, dude. I just post on Instagram. I hate all this shit.
Is
No,
it
I'm
okay?
just trying to grow stuff. Yeah, check out my Instagram, Joe Polizzotti. It's impossible to spell, so I'll do it for you. Although you pronounce my last name so well, dude, better than anybody.
Paisan.
No,
He's
Yeah,
another Goomba. This life we chose.
POLIZZOTTI.
Maybe you didn't hear earlier. We have this
Yeah,
great
but-
team of
it'll
these
be up.
Latin American
Oh.
women that
We
put
have
the
graphics.
Yeah, they put
At
the
one
name
point-
right there.
They even put Glorilla's face over me once as I pretended
fuck
to
yeah,
beat
dude.
people off.
Yeah,
Jesus.
they're really good.
Dude, this is awesome. I hate that I did, man. Let's run this again because I feel like I started slow and then we hit some
No,
pockets.
we had fun.
I
This is
hit
a good one.
Yeah, dude, this is cool, man. Let me know. There was a couple things we'll recap. There were a couple things we really hit. I want you to clip that. That was good. Yeah, that was some really good shit, dude.
Caffeine
Science.
Overdose number 21. Joe Polizzotti.
Yes.
Thank you,
Okay.
Ray. Thank you.
That's what we're
Thank you,
doing.
Brett.
Subscribe and check out Joe. He's got shows coming up.
Yes, he
Jersey
does.
City, Hamilton, Elmwood Park.
Yep.
But also Nationwide is on your side. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Joe.
Dude, this is awesome.
Thank
Thanks, man.
you.